Didn't see you come up. What can I do for you, kid? What, you want something? Of course you want something. The kids always want something. Let me see what I got here. Yeah. And there we go. Just for you, kid. Some candy and some Pokemon cards. No? God, kids these days. No. Hold on. I got just the thing. How about one of these? Yeah, that's what I thought. Special. Only one of them in the world. What's that? You want to learn how to make one of these bad boys? Pull up a chair, kid. I'll show you how it's done.
Alright, y'all settled in? Fantastic. Today we're going to be making a Tensegrity model. You can make it with stuff lying around your house or something from a trip to the craft store. The last thing I'm going to do, get rid of these gloves. We'll deal with some adhesive today, and I don't need my fine fancy duds getting all messed up. So roll up them sleeves, and let's start going down the list of things that you're going to need to make this guy. You're going to need 8 popsicle sticks, some fishing line or thread, a hot glue gun or super glue in a bit of a pinch if need be, a ruler that offers both inches and centimeters, a pen or a pencil, a pair of wire clippers, and a box cutter. Alright, that's enough grocery list. Let's clear off your workspace and get to building. First things first, take 6 of your popsicle sticks and arrange them into 2 triangles. For our first one, the right side of each stick should cover up his neighbor of the next in line, so that they are arranged in a clockwise fashion, like so. Once you have the shape of your first triangle secured, take a hot glue gun and give just a little spritz on each corner. Don't want too much now, or else it'll be spilling out every which way, and it's gonna make for a terrible sculpture. We don't want that now, do we? Hold it in place for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then move on to the other 2. Now when it comes time to make your second triangle, be sure to arrange your sticks in a counterclockwise pattern this go round. Otherwise, it's just the same as before. Little dab of glue at the corners and hold for 10 to 15 seconds each. Hello there. With those done, it's time to work on our center support pieces. So take 2 more popsicle sticks and your ruler, and let's get to measuring. Now the sticks that we're using today are averaging about 11 centimeters long, which means that for the purposes of our sculpture, we're going to need to measure from the end and then make our marks at about 1.5 centimeters and 2 centimeters. If you're using popsicle sticks that aren't 11 centimeters in length, you may need to do a little bit of trial and error in order to get the measurements and cuts just right. But these are the sort that you can get in pretty much any hobby store or craft area, so you'll be fine, I'd say 99% of the time. Once you've marked off both support pieces, take a pen and draw a line diagonally across each stick, going from the 1.5 centimeter mark to the 2 centimeter mark. And you can do this by hand, or you can use the straight edge if you don't trust your artistic abilities. Looks like it's time for clipper snips. Alright, take your wire cutters and slice each support stick along the marked line that we just made. Do be aware that cutting with those clippers may leave your popsicle sticks with a bit of a ridge cut in the middle, but you can get rid of that by simply pressing down on your workspace to flatten it back out. Once that's done, make marks at the top of each support piece, and then cut notches both there and directly below it. Rightio, it's time to attach our supports to our triangle bases. So take one of your triangles, doesn't matter which one, and then you're going to make a mark about midway along one of the sides. Then for the second one, you're going to make a mark along one of the corners, going from the inside to the outside. Then take a glue gun and attach the bottom of each stick to the marked areas that we just made. At this point in the build, if you're going the super glue route for attaching your pieces, you may want to use a jumbo-sized paper clip in order to brace the piece so that you're not sitting there holding onto it for hours and hours. Now it's time to flip that ruler over to the imperial side and cut out 3 segments of fishing line at exactly 5 inches each. Now we're going to take one of our pieces and a segment of fishing line and tuck it into the nook of the corner connection, lining it up so that the edge of the fishing line ends right at the inner edge of the triangle. And it'll tuck right in. No problems. Come on. Tuck it. It'll be a snap. Come on. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Ah! Sweet Jiminy Sea Biscuits, I'm glad that's over. Alright, take your glue gun and apply a spritz along the nook to hold the line in place so we don't go through that all over again. Then add the remaining 2 segments to the other 2 corners and glue them down as well. And there we go, nothing to it. Yeah. God, it looks like kind of like a messed up weed whacker or something. Jeez. Time for the pieces to start coming together. Take Mr. Weed Whacker's friend over here and flip him over so that both triangles line up, and the centerpieces are leaning towards each other. Take one of your fishing line segments and stretch it across to his neighbor's corner, then tuck it into the corner nook just like we did before. Make sure the end of your fishing line ends right at the inner edge of the triangle, then glue it down. Now we're going to cut another length of fishing line and wrap one end around the notches of a support piece and glue each side down for good measure. We're in the home stretch now. Arrange both of your pieces so that all 3 of your corner lines are nice and tight. Then wrap your center fishing line segment around the notches of the other support piece. Glue down each side again. And just like that, we got ourselves a finished model. The secret here is that the center wire supports all the weight, while the outer wires keep everything balanced. Voila, what a masterpiece. Although I'm pretty sure the original one we had was black, so let's do a little bit of movie magic here, and... oh my goodness, it's done just like that. How'd that happen? It's magical. Oh, so good. Alright, so what can you do with this thing? Well, what can't you do with this thing? My goodness, God, the mind boggles. I mean, you can duct tape it to the wall of an art museum, charge 120 grand for it. It's art. People buy that. Build some more and stack them, like art stacks. Art for days. Stick some junk on top and make it the centerpiece for one of your, like, dungeon nerd campaigns. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Come on, help a guy out, would you? Whatever you make, I'm sure it'll be the bee's pajamas. I mean, I'm amazing, and I taught you, so by default, whatever you make will be amazing. Alright now, run along, kid. Get out of here, I got stuff to do.